Well, good morning. Good morning. This is Coffee with Carol. And today I want to talk about what is your favorite color? What is your favorite color? Um, Unfortunately, I think that a lot of leaders have the favorite color of plaid. And what I mean by that is that they can't really make a decision. They can't really decide what color is going to be best because they're trying so hard to appease and please everybody in their organization or in their on their team. And I think that sometimes what we have to do is we have to take a stand like Daniel did. At some point, Daniel came to a decision where he had to make a choice. He was either going to stand firm on what he believed, or he was going to bend and compromise his values. And I think that sometimes that's what happens to us as leaders. As leaders, what we do is we sometimes take a look at our values, we look at our core, the things that matter most to us, those core values, integrity, honesty, authenticity, excellence, self-discipline, responsibility, accountability, all of those things. We look at them and we start to water some of them down to kind of fit in. And I want to caution you because that is not going to really get you to the place that you want to be. So as a leader, I want to encourage you that it starts with you. It starts with you making a decision that you are going to go out front and you are going to be the pioneer and you're going to lead and you're going to do what maybe isn't the popular thing to do. I know that when you try to live a life by God's design, right there, you're going to come against opposition. You're going to have people that are going to question your decisions and the way that you're doing things, simply because doing things God's way is not doing things the world's way. That's crystal clear. And not doing things the world's way, well, unfortunately, that's going to get you some sideward glances. And people are not always going to agree with your decisions. But I want to encourage you that when you make a decision to do it God's way, to not bend or compromise on your beliefs and on your values, that things will work out. Daniel proved it. He got thrown into the lion's den for not listening to the world. And God showed out big. Do you trust that? Do you trust that God will show out big for you in those moments of difficult decisions, right? So I want you to think about some of the ways that you're going to look at making these decisions. First of all, you want to be 100% sure on what you want and what you believe. And so that means that you're going to spend time looking up your thoughts and ideas in Scripture and getting God's viewpoint and God's opinion so that you are 100% in alignment with what He says. Weigh out the options in front of you. Look at all of the decisions and the variables that you have, but then ask God what your best next step is. And if you're not sure what that next best step is, I'm going to tell you to take a step after you've talked to Him, after you've asked Him to lead you and guide you, and know that, just as it says in Isaiah, that when you make that step, you're going to hear a voice telling you to go to the right or to the left. It's going to be there, and it's going to let you know what it is that you need to do. Ask yourself before you make a decision, does this go against or compromise my values? If you're not sure still, seek some wise counsel. What's wise counsel? Wise counsel is someone who is in the same realm as you in their obedience to who God is. Don't go ask somebody who is not walking the same walk that you want to walk. Count the cost, decide based upon your principles, and then act on your decision. Act on it. When you take your decisions and your questions to God first, just trust that you won't make a mistake. Trust that He will show you exactly what it is you need to do. Believe that. Our God is faithful. He is 100% faithful. It is the only opinion that you need. Don't go to human opinion. And even if you do get a human opinion, make sure you filter it through God's eyes and through His perspective by going to the Bible and looking it up. All you do is go to a topical index, or you take your thought, feeling, idea, and you Google it. You just take it and say, and the Bible. And then get scripture. Get sound scripture that will guide you to the next step. So don't have your favorite color be plaid. Know your favorite color. Know it and then follow through. The opinions of other people really don't matter. The only opinion that matters is God's. So don't take so much time making a decision because you're surveying the pulse of the people. You're checking to see what they are doing or what they are thinking. Guys, you spend so much time focused in that direction, you're going to miss your opportunity. Get your eyes focused ahead. Look for the only opinion which is required, which is God's. Make a decision based upon your core values and those that are aligned with what God says. And know that no matter what, even if it doesn't quite work out the way you wanted it to, God's going to make it all come together in some way because He's faithful that way. I wish you an amazing day. God does the how, you do the do. Go get it done. Take care.